So it seems like Slogrick has a rough burn matchup. Reach up the DT special. Is DT Demonic Tutors, Death and Taxes? Looking to play a mid-range deck. I'm missing Red and 6 for John, Legendary Lens for Red Black. I mean, if those are the two things you're missing, definitely play Red Black. Like, you're not gonna like miss the Legendary Lands that much. You'll miss them a little bit, but the deck is like super functional without them. All right, more Grixis Shadow. Third Grixis Shadow opponent today. Deck has been incredibly popular lately. I guess I take Ragavan. Well, I can just bolt the Ragavan if they dash it, actually. Take the Shadow? Oh, I guess I could... Maybe I should take Dress Down, because they have end of turn, Dress Down on type Kroxa. Oh, maybe I should have done that. I mean, I can terminate the Kroxa. You can escape it pretty easy. Yawgmoth's a good time? I know. I know that Yawgmoth's a good time. I like Yawgmoth. Okay, awesome. I'm familiar with the deck. And it's Kroxa, Dress Down, 3 mystery cards. Okay, so... Ooh, if I kick Tourach, they just get to Dress Down it. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Lurrus, Ragavan. And they can Dress Down my Lurrus if they want, but then they don't get to untap and Kroxa me. So they're kind of in a weird spot. And then if they spend their turn killing my Lurrus, then I get to Tourach them, get a nice little 3-for-1. So they have Kroxa, 4 mystery cards now. Is there a modern archetype I haven't tried? There's like a couple, but for the most part I've done everything. I've played everything. Could play the Remy song. These Grixis lists playing more Kolaghan's commands is definitely really bad for Red-Black's matchup. Yeah, you can kick a Tourach with Lurrus. Building Yawgmoth, Keycord, Yorion, Blink target package. Well, yeah, I mean, you can't play many cards that are good to Blink in Yawgmoth because you need to play the Undying creatures. You also have to splash a color. And then, like, blue and white aren't great colors to splash in Yawgmoth. Try cutting the mountain for the 4th Cliffs. I fetch mountain all the time. I also like with I was playing 4 Cliffs for a while, but the thing is, it's like the problem with 4 Cliffs in this deck is bad sequencing. But the problem with 4 Cliffs in this deck is you also have 3 Den of the Bugbears. You just kind of like a little bit too many tap lands, in my opinion, in the mid to late game. But you can't cut the mountain. It's just silly. Hey Doom, how's it going? Appreciate you for popping in. Hope you had a good Christmas, dude. Alright, let's draw our own Kroxa off the top, huh? Kolaghan's command. Tourach is something at least. But their Kroxa is going to be a big pain. Alright, game 2. What about another caverns? We have 3 caverns and an Urborg. I'm not in. Don't cut the mountain! Do not cut the mountain! I like the mana as is also. But do not cut the mountain. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Maybe I actually want the 3rd Tourach. Let's try this. You're good. You don't want a 4th Cairns. You have 4 filter lands, the Cairns, the Urborg. Do not cut the mountain. Do not do it. The mountain is really important. Salty for 2 months. Appreciate you. let's go. So I'm gonna play something with Blood Moon with all these Grixis running around. I mean, Blood Moon's good for resolves. They've got like a lot of discard spells and Drowned Locks. And also, if you're just too behind on board, if they have Ragavan and Channeler, it's just like, that's not the answer. I do think that Lotus Field's pretty good against Shadow because you're a Chalice, Solitude, Prismatic Ending deck. Could play that. I don't think we have a terrible matchup. I think they are like slightly advantaged. Like at first place, will I continue to drop every loss? It just depends. Just depends on how I'm feeling, how ahead I am, you know. Use Heat over Bolt because Bolt could answer another Delirious Channeler. They did draw the lands. Bad for me. So I feel like I need to Bolt plus Unearth here, because if I hold up the Bolt, I'm gonna get got by the Drown and get hit by Ragavan. Run our lands. So I can fear my Ragavan, but then they can drown it. I guess making them drown it's nice, and then I get to get their last card out of my hand with Kroxa, and then I take one Ragavan hit, and I can escape Kroxa. Why can't you unearth dash Ragavan? Because when you unearth Ragavan, you're not dashing it, you're just putting it to play. Dashing is a casting cost, not like a kicker effect. Alright, so last card out of their hand. Thoughtseize. Hopefully they don't hit anything too good. Bauble. Bauble's pretty good for them. If your opponent, when I drown the Ragavan, take the hit, I would drown the Ragavan there. So, please don't have Unholy Heat. Discard another Ragavan. Their hand is Lurrus, mystery card. If it is Unholy Heat, like they probably wouldn't have used the treasure on it though. Why do you like this deck over Grixis and Jund? I think it's got a better, like Grixis and Jund are like, they're definitely better in like the Ragavan matchups particularly. But like the red-black deck is like way better against 4-color Omnath and Titan and blue-white control, and it just generally has a better matchup spread overall, which is something I value a lot. Okay, do I want them to chump block my Kroxa, or do I want to fear the Kroxa? I think I would. Oh, let's fear the Kroxa. Broke 7 months, appreciate you. Ginger took the lead yesterday. Ginger got 4 trophies yesterday. I got 3. I was really feeling those 2 days off though. Discarded Channeler. Yeah, we have a better matchup against Murktide, but the Grixis and Jund Saga decks have better matchups against like the other red-black mirrors, and then Grixis is also better. Grixis is better against Jund. Jund is better against red-black. Or Grixis, yeah, Jund is better against red-black, and then Jund is also better against graveyard-focused decks because it gets the main deck. The Spellbombs. Shadow is better against creature-based decks that are soft to dress down, like Yawgmoth, Elementals. Although Elementals is like not very popular, but you know, other tribal decks. So it's a pretty interesting dynamic for sure. You know, the 3 different red-black decks. Okay, that is a black creature that can chump block my Kroxa, even through the fear. That is also a black creature, okay. That one just eats the Kroxa. So they also have something else up because they didn't cast the Tourach. And I'm just drawing a land. Steez, thank you for the 8 months. I do have the Den of the Bugbear to chump with. Oh yeah, give fear with confidence. A bold choice. Talk about Kroxa recast for lethal next turn. Next turn we can, yeah. They're drawing a land. Kind of surprised they didn't send with the shadow. Force a block. We have to assume they have a spell. Yeah. I mean, they don't. They don't have a spell. They also played the. We saw those. We saw Blood Crypt, right? We saw Blood Crypt. So they're just dead. Let me let this trigger resolve first. Okay, going to game 3. Like the sideboard plan, just gonna click submit. Went away to play Tourach. They should have. I think it was just a mistake. Could be a bluff, maybe, but the black jump blocker seemed really important there with the fear land. I got all 3 trophies yesterday with red black. Yeah, it was a hard spot to claw back from. We've had some good comebacks today. Some good comebacks today for sure. Let's keep this. But also, if you're curious what the trophies are, you can always check them on the Twitter. Yeah, our hand's definitely soft to a turn 1 Ragavan. I mean, you have to keep this. Maybe they have a similar hand and I can block. Wishful thinking, perhaps. Johnny, 19 months. Please don't let Ginger win. You say this all the time, Johnny. I'm freaking trying, man. I'm trying. Ginger is also, like, simply built differently. You know, Ginger's out here grinding more than me, and to be honest, like, it's gonna be tough because I've got Channel Fireball commitments, I have personal commitments, I'm giving it everything I have, but it's hard to compete with this insane grind set. I'm trying though, I'm really trying. Imagine if WotC sponsored and put effort into the seasonal trophy race. I think it would be terrible if they did that, to be honest, because if we're being frank, if we're being honest, the trophy race incentivizes, like, really unhealthy habits. And I think that if Wizards sponsored it, it probably would be a bad thing. I think that I think incentivizing the, like, 15-hour-a-day grind is just not for the best. And, like, it's good for content, right? And it's good, like, because I'm giving myself something to some kind of challenge. But, like, I would rather Wizards do better with their organized play, right? I'd rather Wizards do better with organized play than let's just sponsor the trophy race, you know? I'd rather like them host tournaments than sponsor the race. Yeah, it's a pretty good hit. That makes me cast the Inquisition here. Andy Changeup, 5 months, appreciate ya. I guess they could have Slump here, so could maybe have played around that. Thoughtseize, huh? Erases a lot of who has deep pockets or PPs to blow. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But it's also like... it's also like very time and it's money, time, and skill intensive. It's, you know, 3 axes for sure. Johnson, 4 months, appreciate you. But now that Ginger lost the race, maybe Ginger, or his side bet, maybe Ginger will not be able to afford X1 drop. Do I select to Thoughtseize them? I don't think so, because they have Kroxa, right? So like my Voidwalker is really valuable in play because they have Kroxa. Is Tourach just a Bloodbraid that never misses? Sometimes. Yeah, I would say that Tourach is better than Bloodbraid Elf. Heresy, I know. Is this Kolaghan's command? No attack to not grow the shadow? Yep. Return Ragavan, kill Voidwalker. Okay, so I can Bolt Shadow, put Lurrus into my hand, but they can Thoughtseize my Lurrus. So let's not do that, just leave the Tourach back to block Monkey. I can escape the Kroxa next turn. So they have Drown, and they don't realize that my Kroxa turns off the Drown. So now we know what their card is. Unless this is just like the sickest bluff, which I don't necessarily think is the case. If they draw land, they can escape. They can escape their Kroxa. And his Drown mystery card. They also have Lurrus Companion still. Horton for the 4 months, thank you. I hope I didn't miss any subs today. We've had a lot of subs today. Pretty sure I got everybody. If I missed your sub today, just know it's because I'm a toxic streamer and I don't appreciate my fans. Okay, so they discard the Drown, and then I'm gonna go for the Heat for lethal. We'll dash? We'll dash. We'll dash to Ragavan, huh? Oh, sorry, not lethal. Lethal after the commando. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. An Iron Blood with the 8 bucks. Very cool. Well, that was a hard match, but we emerged victorious, huh? Is there a deck configuration that could run 2 companions? Yeah, there are. You could actually run all companions if your deck is only basic lands, but you can only ever reveal 1 at a time. Think Black Red is a good choice for a GP event. It won Vegas, so yep. I'd say so. Oh yeah, the cape. Grixis Shadow again. Okay, I mean, the matchup's not terrible. I think they are slightly favored. You know, we're 2-1 against them today. I would just like to... This is the 3rd match in a row against them. Yeah, the player who won Vegas was playing 2 cards different from my list, but it did win the tournament, yeah. The Black Lotus blanket isn't officially licensed. It is, though. It is officially licensed. It was from a Wizards tweet that I saw it. I assume it's licensed, at least. Think I'll ever play the Mentor deck again? I think so, yeah. I think so. What state do I live in? Grief. Live in a state of grief and pain, mostly. Is Shadowhunter meta what decks I'm interested in playing? Yeah, it's something I'm starting to think about here while my opponent's giving me infinite time to think. I've got a few decks that I think are pretty good against Shadow. Like, Blue-White Stoneblade is kind of like, I feel, the deck that I have in my wheelhouse that beats up on Shadow. So maybe we'll play some of that. I've had a lot of, like, you know, FNM Warriors tell me that they play against Shadow and they can't lose to it with the Blue-White list. And they take the Bolt. They go Ragavan. So we go Channeler Thoughtseize. Hopefully we can block. Graveyard that, I think. We can't block, but I can take the Drown, and I can take a hit from the Ragavan, and then I can kill the Ragavan with the Kolaghan's command next turn. Oh, but there was another deck I was playing recently that I feel like just had a crazy shadow matchup. What was it? Okay, Jeskai Phoenix has a really good shadow matchup. That's probably it. Yeah, maybe we'll play some Phoenix. Get hooked on Phoenix, huh? Okay, I think I'm pretty interested in making them discard a card, so that maybe I can discard their Lurrus with Kroxa. Oh yeah, the General also has a really good shadow matchup. Yeah, for sure. Zap City is a pretty close one. I do know that, yeah. I do know that, yeah. I think the Vegas winner, I can't remember their username, but I'm pretty sure we VIP'd them, right? The Junner, the deck has a good Lurrus matchup. It does, yeah. That's true. It's true. Yeah, so maybe we'll pivot to, like, the general deck or Phoenix after this. I've been liking Phoenix a lot lately. And chat's been, like, less weird about it, too, which is also great. Oh, yeah, we've got the Vegas winner, Real Edwin, himself in the chat. Awesome. Are we sure? No, I don't think Zap City's the final name. Pog. Might go back to Life Total Control. Bidding any fiddles? Yeah, I wouldn't mind bidding a fiddle or two. Let's win this. Let's 5-0 this league first. We can play something else. What's Zap City? It's a meme, really, but I've been working on a burn deck list, and I don't remember exactly how it started, but like I started calling a previous burn list I was working on, which is really like the same list now, but like it's, you know, it's different. It's like probably like 8 or 9 cards different. I was calling that deck Life Total Control because it was, you know, like I was playing Ragavan, Channeler, Lurrus, and, you know, played kind of differently than like regular burn lists, just like a little different, and we were pretending like it was a brand new archetype. I've been doing really well with it. Actually, that's what my CFB video is on this week. Opponent with the deep tank on the fetch, to fetch or not to fetch. They decide not to fetch. And good for them. They drew a Drown in the lock. Do you feel strong about Karn versus Cultivator builds? I wouldn't say I feel strongly about them, though. I can cast this Ragavan for an extra card for Kroxa. Yeah, I don't feel super strong about them. Jeskai Murktide is still viable. Well, I would say that Jeskai Murktide is not as good of a choice as when I was first playing a lot of it, since it's no longer the case. So like blue-white with all these main deck chalices is super popular. That being said, Hammer Time is still a really popular deck, and Jeskai Murktide has a significantly better Hammer Time matchup compared to blue-red Murktide. And I would say that that is that has been and continues to be like the biggest hurdle for Murktide to overcome is the Hammer Time matchup, because it's just like not that good with blue-red. But Jeskai is a pretty good Hammer Time matchup, so that's just something you want to consider. Are there any commanders that I feel should be strongly unbanned? Well, I kind of feel like they got it right with Golos. I kind of felt like Golos was warping the format or something, and like, you know, nobody would build any 5-color commander deck without Golos as a companion. Wait, commander. So like, yeah, I think they really got it right with the Golos ban. Yeah, Blood Moon's like is I think the main reason to like play blue red over Jeskai. Do you think Murktide is still tier 1? The tier list has sort of lost all meaning. It's lost to the annals of history. Like, what even is tier 1, tier 2, tier 3? But it's a fine deck, for sure. Is Leovold really banned? Never played MTGO. How do you collect cards in there? I personally, there's a few different ways to do it. Like, you can draft. You can buy cards, but I use a rental service, which is like what most people do, and it's like really the best way to go. Yeah, Unearth is definitely like a hedge for like this matchup specifically. It's really important. I got a hat for Felbird. Do you have a hat preference? Yeah, I got a Black Lotus blanket. It's really fucking sick. I was wearing it as a cape during Christmas. I don't know if I can really cape it up here. No preference. Okay. Then I think to match my fit, groovy hat it is. Opinion on the 5-color escape shift that's popping up. I mean, that deck has been around for a while. I think it will continue to be around for a while. And it's fine. I think I'm going to heat the channeler on turn 1 here. Activate the blanket as an interrupt. I'd have to read it. The original option is expensive. Like, you pay for a full day. You pay it by month, and it is expensive. Yeah, like to really actually play modern decks, you need to do like $60 a month or $100 a month. But if you're playing a lot and you have a good win record, it is not unreasonable to expect that you'll make your money back. I think I'm gonna main phase Terminate. Is Lotus Field too slow and grindy for trophy racing? No, I think Lotus Field is a great deck. I have like 4 or 5 trophies with Lotus Field, so. But like I've been recently doing very well with Red Black. I trophied 3 times with it yesterday, which is nuts. And I am just gonna play a little bit more of it today, you know. Yeah, you have to play a lot, right? Yeah, you have to play a lot to like make that money back, or you know. But I think for a lot of players, like they are looking to play a lot. I know I am. They drowned the Inquisition, so the last card must be Soul Guide Lantern or Expressive Iteration, right? Could maybe be Ragavan. Probably not. Yeah, it's $10 to join a league. You get effectively 12 back, or like $12.50 if you go 3-2. You get $5 back if you go 2-3. If you go 4-1, it's close to like it's a bit hard to like exactly evaluate because there's 2 different currencies. There's play points, which you can't redeem for cash, and there's actual tickets, which you can redeem for real money, and so it's like you get like 120 play points for a 4-1, I think, plus 5 chests, and those chests are worth like $250 each, and then a 5-0 is like 150 play points, and you get 11 chests. So okay. Got Spell Pierce? I feel like my opponent has a Spell Pierce. This could have maybe heated. Oh, but they skipped through their combat step. Zod with the 6 months, appreciate you. Just a tap land, though. What do you suggest to a paper modern player that wants to approach MTGO competitively? Well, I mean, I would perhaps ask you to ask a more specific question, right? Because it's, you know, I don't like with that criteria. I don't really know what your goals are. I don't know what your background is. I don't know very much. But if you could be like more specific and like what you're looking for, what you want out of life, who you are as a person, your social security number, I could maybe give you some advice. How am I going to reconcile a tie for trophies? Whoever is at the top of the leaderboard is the trophy tiebreaker champion PogChamp. And that tiebreaker is by whoever got to that number of trophies last. I think it's not a great way to do it, to be honest, but that is how they do it. What does the most trophies get me? I've commissioned 3 in real life IRL trophies, which I guess I can actually... This is a good time to show them off, because I know not everybody knows about them. And then if I am not the trophy leader at the end of the season, I have to get a mullen. Got the first place trophy right here. It's pretty epic, to be honest. I really want it. And then we've got the second and third place, huh? So if you are first, second, or third place this season, I will ship you the corresponding trophy. All right, let's keep this. I have to keep the mullet for 1 month. Should the tiebreaker be whoever got there first? It should be that way, yeah. But that's not how the board works. And like at the end of the day, it's just about having your name at the top of the leaderboard. I think it should work the other way too. I think it should work the other way too, but it doesn't. Have to do a dream tickets for cash. Usually I do it like once a month. But with the trophy race, I just turn all my tickets into treasure chests, and I cash those treasure chests for play points. That's been my system. I just open treasure chests, sell the cards, sell the cards, buy more chests, and it's been going like stupidly well for me. I have like 4,000 play points right now. All right, so we get Delirium, which is pretty nice. Reckless Impulse in Titan Shift is definitely a mood. Take the search, I think, so they just can't suspend next turn. I think we keep that. Take the Soccer Tribe Elder or the Reckless Impulse with this. Got answers to both Dryads too. No! No! At least they don't have an extra land for the Grazer, huh? 1 play point is $1 in game value. No, it's 1 cent. So I have like, you know, like $420 worth of like Moto currency right now, which is I feel like a lot for entries and fees, but maybe everybody else is richer than me. Wait, they're not. What? You guys aren't 1K Andes. Okay, so attack. Yeah, I guess that increases my clock by 1, so I'll keep it. When you achieve a 1-month average of 1,000 viewers on Twitch, Jeff Bezos shows up to your apartment in a private jet with a suitcase of $1 million and a cigar. And all you have to do is give him a bunch of feet pics. It's pretty simple. Pretty good deal. Alright, pretty sure I just terminate the Grazer. Jeff Bezos out of responsibility. It's in his contract that he still gets to handle this 1K Andy initiation ceremonies. Terrific, leave it 10 months. Appreciate you. I actually can't confirm Tricky because of the NDA. But I think, oh, they drew bolts. I guess I still have a clock, but now I feel worse about bolting the Grazer. So the hand is just Dryad. Which doesn't do that much. I don't know that I'm going to heat a Dryad here. Although I guess saving a heat for a Titan doesn't do anything because I'll just be dead immediately. So I guess I'll heat this. Okay, and then I guess I cast the Tourach so I can kill them next turn. I can fear the Tourach through the Dryad as a blocker. So I'm not sure what they could. They have to draw like a bolt here to survive, but then, you know, it buys them a turn, but they didn't spend that turn progressing their board state, so maybe it has to be like Reckless Impulse and stuff here. Okay, they pack it up. These matchups are probably pretty good. I'm gonna bring in the Voidwalkers, the Moons. Famous last words, maybe, though. Cut the commands of the bolts. I don't think I want Chalice. I don't know how many packs they play. Be right back. Hold up. It's a fine hand. Not great, but keepable. Just got a lot better, huh? Okay, so we're gonna bolt that Channeler, or the Elder. I think so. So Inquisition first. Take the Reckless Impulse, Heat. Thoughtseize the Elder. I think.
This is my bad.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes.
Esther left a cup of tea in here. Got a little
growth?
A little gross, yeah.
Growth. Yikes. Did not know that happened.
You draw a Titan? Nope. Of course. And I'm pretty far away from Delirium. At the very least, this is, you know, kind of just a Charmaw. Does Shadow have any really bad matchups? It's really bad against Phoenix. It's really bad against Rockerick. Yeah, blue-white controls, yeah, very good against it too, for sure. Morning, Siggles. Alright, take 6. I can get a creature type by sacking the Voidwalker. Oh yeah, dude, Blast Zone would be pretty bad here, huh? Yeah, 2 Wooded Foothills. What do we draw? Not a very helpful card. Just a Blackcleave Cliffs. Let me attack with the Ragavan. I think that they're not going to block, and they're going to play around Unholy Heat, but we'll see. And I can hit something. Okay, they did block, and I die. Okay. Bummer. Top deck 2 Titans, huh? I think I'm just going to resubmit here. It's about to play for game 3. Yeah, we could have maybe tried to chump with Ragavan and try to get Delirium next turn. Maybe that was the better line. Thank you, Esther. Just didn't think they'd block. Okay, that's something. Memorial, thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate you. Yeah, Colossal Dreadmaw, too strong. Right, on the play. Luris. Okay, I like this hand, of course. It has a monkey in it. Oh, I was actually, Esther was like, I want to learn to play Magic. And she's done this like several times, and we've never really gotten too far in the Magic learning endeavors. But we actually made it pretty far this time. And we were just playing same deck, red-black, where we both just played half of the red-black deck because it was the only deck I had together. And at one point she said, hold on. Take the relic. At one point she said, I finally have Ragavan at the set. I'm going to keep. So funny. Maybe it was a you had to be there kind of moment. Yeah, Pro Tour ready. I play the castle. They have Bolt, Scape Shift, Summer's Pact, Mystery card. So I don't play a second Alpine Moon on Valakut. Is this a board game friendly channel as well? No, we hate board games. Anyone who plays board games is our mortal enemy, actually. I think I agree for that. Cool. Okay, so this can take the Summoner's Pact. They could like Pact for Endurance and then cast it though. Beast Within, Escape Shift. Okay, I'll take the Summoner's Pact. You can keep your Beast Within. Merry Christmas, Bailey. Yeah, everything was pretty good this Christmas. Nothing, you know, kind of standard, pretty jolly. No! Come on. What are we supposed to do against Double Grazer? Just dead. Just dead. Beast Within is a house. It's a house I don't want to live in, if you catch my drift. We can keep it Terminate, I think. Yeah, finally we got some 3/3s, huh? Yeah, Luris just came back stronger, huh? Any chump blockers? Yep. Die, Grazer, die! Oh, then we can cast Grazer off Voidwalker next turn. Also just Terminate, attack them for 11. Die, Grazer. Alright. Don't know what else they have. Even like a Anger of the Gods. They're gonna die to Den of the Bugbear. Yes, please. No, thanks. Oh, I should have played the Den. It's fine. Not a big deal. I'm doing well, Charles. Thanks for checking in. Did have a good Christmas. Yeah, just keep the Terminate. I don't think it really matters. I think that my opponent is toast, huh? I think my opponent is toast. Yeah, we're playing against Titan Shift, yeah. What land wins? For them, they usually play Valak at the Molten Pinnacle, but we got them mooned, huh? Double mooned. Okay, this is our second time being 3-0 today. Last time we died to Grixis Shadow, but we have already beaten Grixis Shadow twice this league. Are playing against the Luris deck. I think I'll keep. If I don't have the 10th red blue fetch land for Shadow, I should just say black or red fetch. Black. It's Burn. Burn is, I believe Burn is a slightly favorable matchup, but if I stumble here, that's obviously bad. Unholy Heat, thank you for the Twitch Prime. This is a 90-day trophy race, so we still have 42 days left. We're over the halfway mark finally. Okay, so hopefully my opponent just puts Luris in their hand next turn and I can Thoughtseize it, cast Luris. They decline to do so, however. So they Skullcrack me, I'm down to 7, and then they're down to 13. They skewer me down to 4. Good job drawing burn spells, opponent. I think I just cast Ragavan. Let's see if I guess let's dash. I could find a burn spell and like just increase the clock. So hopefully they just don't. You know, we're dead to Boros Charm, dude. Yesterday I played against a burn player. I was at 4 life. They top decked a card, and then they cast Boros Charm in my upkeep instead of their main phase. I was like, why, opponent? Why would you do this to me? Dude, they found land Searing Blaze. I guess that's better for us than Boros Charm, but still not very good for us, I guess. Especially because one of those lands is a the land was a Fiery Islet. Helix. Or we could find Boros Charm too. That'd be pretty funny. Searing Blaze. Yeah, not the right burn spell, I guess. All right, please break for even 1 turn, opponent. You've had 3 good turns in a row now. Nope. No, the Boros Charm was 1 card down. Ah. Okay, on the play, I've been playing 1 Kolaghan's Command. On the draw, I play just the 3 Terminates. Don't like casting Tourach with the Treasures. They had no cards in hand. Or just for 2 mana, the 2/2/1 Tourach. Maybe. Especially Rebound. No, we're favored in this matchup, in my opinion. You have a lot of cheap 1-for-1s. Kroxa and Luris are really good in this matchup, and our mana base is not very painful. I think you are a slight favorite in this matchup. My opponent drew literally only burn spells after getting Hellbent, and we lost. Chalice is for Cascade matchups. You play Chalice on 0. Ragavan is also really strong in this matchup, too. Where, like, Ragavan is a 1-mana card that they have to kill. And so, like, it just, like, makes them use their mana and their turn killing Ragavan. And they're not getting to, like, advance their board state either, which is really good for us. Okay, take the Bauble. Okay. I'll keep an Inquisition. Bubble them. They have a land on top, so I definitely want to get that land off the top. Then I could shock to put Luris in my hands. It's probably fine. Okay, they had another land underneath anyways. Okay, so that's Delirium on the Channeler after we cast the Inquisition. But they leave the Goblin Guide back. So let's go Inquisition. Keep that on top. Exile the Rest in Peace. Drawing another land next turn. Have I done a Sideboard shot guide in there for the shot on CFB? I have, yeah. I did it in like August, but and then also Minguchi recently updated it too. Or no, LSV did, sorry. But yeah, I spent a lot of time on those articles. And I would recommend reading mine and then like LSV's update. My it's not like when I was first like working on the deck list in August, it's not like the deck has been like wildly rebuilt from that time. And like if you read that deck guide, you'll see like a lot of like the early insights on what I was thinking for the deck, which is important. Okay, I'm gonna draw first Terminate. Things are definitely scarier on the draw, but I do feel slightly advantage in this matchup. Got a good hand. Kroxa is really strong in this matchup. Swifty. I think that I am pretty scared of Eidolon. So I think I have to save the Bolt for Eidolon this game, unfortunately. Okay, so I took an extra damage. Probably be okay. Alright, so we'll go Channeler, Inquisition. Very good draw. The Boros Charm? Okay, down to 14. I think I do need that 4th mana. Alright, I'll keep the land. Helix, Riftbolt, Lava Spike. Pretty sure I want to take the Lava Spike or the Rift Bolts. Take the Rift Bolts. But I just want to keep their hand as high mana value as possible, so my discard effects can actually do stuff. Nah, graveyard. Well, I need this 4th land, so maybe, and I talked a lot about needing the 4th land, so if you want me to graveyard, you can maybe instead say why you want me to graveyard it, instead of saying, nah, graveyard. That would be more helpful to me. So discarded a Helix, now casting a Helix. I'm down to 11, they still have the Lava Spike. Okay, Skewer. To get their last card out of their hand, I'm dead to Boros Charm. There's another 1-mana burn spell. They top decked really well from a very similar position earlier this match. I don't have a line besides just kill him next turn, so. So they don't draw burn spell, or a single Boros Charm. Let's go! All right, let's go. Whew. All right, gonna get trophy 31. Get your predictions ready. Die roll, please. Could I have to win the die roll? No! My opponent's also 4-0. Have a fine hand, though. Probably E-tron if they don't play anything on 1. Yeah. Pretty strong hand. I beat e-tron with this deck yet the other day. I lost game 1, won the sideboard games. My hand's not that strong. Their hand's definitely better than mine right now. And I really hate drawing another land here. Surveil makes it likely for me to draw a spell next turn at least. Golly. Thank you, Channeler. I do think this matchup is a lot better post-board for whatever that's worth. Not worth that much right now, I guess. This is just trying to pump Ballista. Yeah, seeing that they had Smasher in their hand, I'm kind of surprised that they chose the Ballista line too. Pretty sure we're dead. Maybe better take Ballista over Seeker's all hands in it. The thing is, I didn't think that they would play the Ballista on 1. Without a creature in play, and I thought my Channeler would get to live, which is really important because I was really flooded. And like the one thing I get punished by there is, of course, my opponent ripping the 3rd Tron piece off the top, which they do. And that feels really bad, and it is what it is, huh? And they make a token, I'm just dead on board. Okay. I was dead on board the whole time, I guess. Okay, we get to be on the play for game 2. Now, Chalice of the Void is a really big problem in this matchup. I also think I only want like 2 Terminates. I think 2 Terminate, 4 Heat is enough. I think players usually go overboard on removal against Tron. I didn't mean to bring in the Unearth. Yeah, I do want the Needle. Yeah. I could trim a Kroxa, maybe. They usually have like a decent amount of graveyard hate. And sometimes they play in explosives as well for Chalices, but I think I'd rather do that on the draw than the play. Alright, let's submit this. I will say I think of all the Ragavan decks, or of all the black-red Ragavan decks, this probably has the best matchup. Murktide probably has a better E-Tron matchup, though. Okay, this is a good hand if my opponent's got something big for me to Voidwalker. We definitely keep. They also play Saga. Yeah, I put in the Unearth over the other moon. Obviously, you play all the moons in this matchup.
Maintenance is here, so Athena's going in here.
What?
Maintenance is here,
okay.
So Athena's with you.
Great. Or sure this matchup is even. I feel like E-Tron is better. I mean, I've played this matchup like 40 or 50 times, maybe. I played so much of this red black deck. Yeah, I think this matchup is very close. But it's like E-Tron always feels like it's advantage when it draws like really well. Like like they drew very well last game. I was very flooded last game. It's gonna look like it's very lopsided. Just like any game ever, right? Smasher's kind of scary. They're a little bit of ways from it. I think I'd take the Karn. Too bad I don't have a Void Mirror. Not casting Smasher. I think I'm more scared of the Karn, to be honest. They're pretty far away from Smasher. They have to rip the Tron land. And Karn's very good against them. They've got Ballista in their hand. Good Chalice insurance, huh? Now I look like a genius. So now they could draw Tower or Temple to cast the Smasher, but they don't. They missed. Okay, it's fine. Alright, they're dead. It's going well today, Led. Thanks for checking in. Little spellbomb that could, huh? Okay. So maybe on the draw, I'll cut an Inquisition for the first explosives. Modest, thanks for the raid, dude. Good time for a raid. Playing for a trophy. Going to game 3. You're a genius for taking the card. It's just matchup experience. You know what I mean? Just experience. I think they take the Reshaper here. They're a little ways away from this card. They can use their Warping Wail to Karn this next turn if they want to. So if they play, I guess I'm fine with them Warping Wail my Ragavan. That's okay with me. If they make a token, I don't know if I'm supposed to heat the token or not. I could also heat my own Ragavan in response to Warping Wail for Delirium. I think that's good because then I get to heat the Karn for 1 mana. Damn it! Immediately just like mega punished. Fuck. Okay, but now I can Thoughtseize the Karn. Their hand is just Cavern, Karn, Mystery card, right? So the real question is, do I just want to like cast Tourach? Yeah, I think so. It's kind of close. So they probably get like Saga here. Kind of depends on the, yeah, they do get the Saga. So I have the explosives to deal with the tokens if I want. I guess we dash. Play the second power plant. There's Cavern Mystery card. Okay, explosives can be pretty good here, I guess. Trying to think when I play the explosives. I think I do it now. I think that they're like, I think I need to play around Pithing Needle. So they're going to dismember rather than make a token. So I can go sack explosives, cast Ragavan or Luris in hand, sack explosives. I think I'll do that. Their hand right now is just a Cavern of Souls. So we'll do the dance. I win the dance. I feel like I never win the dance. The one of explosives, huh? Coming through. And we're dead. See if they let me replay the Chalice on 0 or not. Nobody's ever popped a relic in the history of time. My opponent is not going to be the first. E for 1 to force the relic. Well, I mean, I don't think so. Maybe. I'm honestly, I think, happier if my opponent just like never pops the relic, because I don't want them to top deck out of this. Oh, I should have actually waited. If I drew Voidwalker, I would have really wanted to wait here. Really good draw. Not bad either. So I think I could destroy the collar. Yeah, I think destroying the collar, make them discard is better than dealing 2, because the collar just gives them so many outs with like Smasher, Reshaper, Seer. They did draw Thought-Knot Seer. They have a new card here. It's just an Urza's Mine. We win. Let's go! Yeah! Oh man, Slump busted, dude. Let's freaking go. Do you feel like I'm finally out of this freaking slump? I guess I'm running it back. This is like 4 trophies with this 75 in 24 hours. I think when you're in these like hot streaks with the deck, you gotta like lean into it a little bit. So let's keep going. Compiling strategy. Thank you for the gifted sub. Let's freaking go.